So in the previous section, I showed you how changes we perform on the page do not persist when we navigate away. In fact, they do not persist if we refresh the page. So if I take the owner again, move it right before the risk. If I take the tags, move it right after the owner. And I refresh this page, all my changes disappeared. They're gone. Okay. To solve that problem, we have a concept called a query. Okay, a query. So you first set up the look and feel you're interested in. So I'm going to take the tags, move them back where I want them to be. I'm going to bring up the owner yet again. I understand you're getting tired of doing this, but bear with me here for a second. Grab the owner, bring it at this level, and now because I changed the look of my table of this page, now I have a floppy disk. For those of you young enough, you don't remember floppy disk, that's okay, you're not missing anything. But this is the save icon, save this look and feel. Now, saving this look and feel, uh, saving is not only for the look and feel, is also for different views of this page. I can go ahead and create filters as well, and along with the look and feel, I can also store filters. So if I'm interested of having just a subset of these APIs, I can do so. And you may be wondering, well, isn't that a group? What a group is used for? That's why I have the MuleSoft groups, right? I get the MuleSoft groups and pay attention. My page re-rendered. I lost everything again, right? So yeah, groups can be used for that purpose too. But groups, they do not store the look and feel. Groups just store the corresponding APIs, right? And also, in addition to that, creating groups that contain subgroups across the board so you can apply specific APIs, it's unwieldy. It's going to become very busy. Your group section, that is going to become very busy, right? So query comes to fit, to meet the need of applying the same filter across different groups with the same look and feel. That's the primary need for queries. Okay? All right. So I'm going to do it again. Last time, I promise, because I like clicking and showing you stuff. That's why I keep resetting my look and feel. I'm going to grab the owner, and I'm going to set a filter. And the filter I'm going to set is I like to have a view of only my user management APIs. That's all I'm interested. So I'm going to go in the owner. I'm going to filter, and I'm just going to select. I'm going to uncheck the blanks, and I'm just going to maintain the user management API. So that's my look and feel. Okay. I'm sorry. That's the set of data that I'm interested in with this look and feel. Okay. Now that I've done all that, I can save my query. I can save my query. Here it is. I'm going to give it a name. User management APIs. Right? Save. There we go. Now that I have my look and feel, it's not going to disappear, right? Look, I see user management APIs, right? It's available to me, right? If I refresh the page, on the other hand, watch, I'm reverting back to all APIs, right? I still revert back to all APIs. I still have my filter, right? I still have my corresponding filter under owners. Owners. Here it is. I still have the filter. That's why I see only the two APIs. The filter doesn't reset when you refresh. What we can do is I can come in here and I can look under saved queries and I can see the query that I just created, user management APIs, like this, right? And now I have the look and feel that I'm interested in. All APIs. Here it is, all APIs. And as soon as I select all APIs, now I reset the filter the way I want it to. Okay? So now I have additional user interfaces to help me navigate between my default query, which is set by default to all APIs, and the one that I just created, which you're going to find under save queries. Okay? In addition to all this, you can also go to the query catalog. Let's go to the query catalog. And we can identify which query is the default by seeing this tag. We can change it. We can set any one of these queries as being my default query by selecting the corresponding query and setting it as the default view. I don't want you to do it. I'm just showing it to you. I can use the star to add it as a favorite. And I'll show you what favorite query means. And I would like to also set up the query that I just created as being favorite. So I'm going to go to Save Queries, set it as a favorite, and I'm going to close now this dialog because right now I should have my favorite queries all the way to the top, easily accessible. So now I can switch between user management APIs and all APIs by just selecting the corresponding query. Very nice and easily. Now you will see that the same type of function is available under your security, um, your findings page, your incidents page. Okay, very similar type of function. The difference is uh, there's no query catalog. Query catalog only appears right here, and the different queries that are available are for the look and feel, nothing else. Okay, look and feel. All right, cool. With this, we have concluded the query catalog. Okay, the query catalog section is done.